Hi, it's Angie from Rumor Blooms, a flower farm in South Central Iowa, and I'm here on a beautiful day. Blue sky behind me, wind turbines doing their thing. I'm here to give you a little seedling update from the potting shed. We've got a very full potting shed out here. Things are in full swing for our growing season, and I just thought I would give you a little update on how things are doing. So on this rack behind me is all of the cool, hardy annuals that are going to be going outside here soon. It's the beginning of April. These are going to go outside in the next week to 10 days. So I'm starting to harden off these plants to get them ready to go outside. And I'll show you how they're doing. I'm just going to grab seed racks and have a little show and tell. So first, these snapdragons are kind of out of control. I've started to harden them off, and they're kind of having a little bit of drama today. They're kind of falling all over the place here, but they'll be fine. They will be just fine. So I have 3 racks of snapdragons that are going to be going outside. So this rack is Potomac Royal. They barely fit underneath these lights, and I have tried to move the lights up, and I can't really move them up any farther. This is Costa Deep Rose and Costa Light Rose. And this one is Potomac Orange and Potomac Lavender. I cannot believe how good these look. I cannot wait for them to go outside. Next up, oh, I lost my little sticky trap there. Next up, we have Rudbeckia. This is a tray of Irish Eyes Rudbeckia. They're looking great. If you can see, I don't know, Rudbeckia, their leaves are kind of hairy. They have little tiny hairs on them, which is always kind of interesting. So I have 2 trays of Rudbeckia. You can see that this tray, not every cell has germinated, but I'm only going to have 1 bed of Rudbeckia, which I need about 80 plants or so, and I'm going to have plenty between this and the other tray. Put this little sticky trap back in there. I am having some fungus gnats, which is pretty typical. So I just keep the yellow sticky traps to keep them under control. This bed of Sweet William is not looking very good. It's kind of leaning over too. It was outside for a while today and is on the struggle bus as far as looking good, but I do think it's going to recover and go outside just fine. Next up, I have 3 trays of Status, and they are looking amazing. I don't know if you can read that, but that's Status blue and purple is in this tray. I don't know if any of you are seamstresses or sewers, but I always think that the leaves of Status look like rickrack, if anyone knows what rickrack is. And so here is another tray of amazing looking Status. This is rose and yellow, and then I have 1 other tray that is apricot. We have a tray of Chinese forget-me-nots. I have never grown these before. These look like very healthy little seedlings. I am not sure I'm going to have enough of these. Plus, I kind of lost track of what was going in what bed. So I think I'm actually going to combine the Sweet William and this Chinese forget-me-not in the same bed. I think that will look really, really pretty because the Sweet William is kind of a pink mix, and these are delicate little blue flowers, and I think that could be really pretty together. Last on this rack of early spring flowers is lisianthus. And as you can see, I didn't have amazing germination in all my trays. This is an apricot color. I also have, oh, this is a little bit more apricot and a color called Pink Flash. So I have 7 trays of lisianthus that I am also hardening off to go outside here soon. That is it for annuals that like a cool start that I will be planting out sometime, again, as I said, in the next week to 10 days. Behind me is a rack of heat-loving summer annuals. These do not want to be planted out in the cold. They want it to be hot. So I'm not going to go through every tray because these are kind of small yet, but we have this tray of straw flower, which is all saved seed from last year. I put these all, let me show you. I had started my straw flower all in just a bulk tray like this, and over the weekend I plucked out of a different container all the individual seedlings into a cell tray. I need to do that with this one as well, but I have a few that are slow starters, so I'm going to wait a little bit. But I am really, really happy with how this straw flower is looking. It has a few more weeks yet to grow before it's going to go outside. And then I think the last thing I'll show you today is, whew, I just watered this one and I can tell it is very heavy. Here is a tray of celosia. Let's see what it says. It says spun sugar and rose gold. These are also saved seed from floret flower that I planted last year. I'm a little curious on this end, as the rose gold I planted last year all had burgundy stems, and you might be able to see there's some yellow stems in here, so we might have had a little cross-pollination going on with this. But these also are going to have at least 4 weeks, maybe 5 or 6, to get a lot bigger before they're going to go in the ground. And then I'll save this for another day, but this rack over here, this is all stuff for me personally that is either going to go in my vegetable garden or in my personal landscaping beds. So we have things like all these pink tags right here. I have an obsession with coleus. So these are all coleus. We have a bunch of, I have to practice my meteorology skills. We have a bunch of peppers. We have some tomatoes on the top here. I have some bunny tails grass, some herbs. So this whole rack is just for me. Personally, it's been really nice this year to have things organized into different racks. Cold hardy annuals this summer, heat loving annuals I just showed you, and then a rack for the things that I will use personally. So that's the little update from the potting shed. We are deep into hardening off everything behind me so that they can go outside, and nurturing the heat-loving annuals that have a little bit of time yet. And I do have just a few things yet that I will be starting in here in the upcoming weeks, like zinnias. They grow fast and strong, so they don't need much time inside, and a few other things. So I am getting so excited about our summer growing season kicking off for this year, and before long we will have flowers in the field, flowers for sale in the flower cart, and all sorts of other exciting things happening around here. So thanks for watching, and thanks for following along, and we'll see you the next time.